Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. This week I am going to be vlogging myself doing summer book hibernation. If you didn't see my TBR video, this is a readathon hosted and created by Simon at Savage Reads, so I'll link all his gubbins below. So I thought I'd start today. Today is obviously the first day of the readathon, which is the 6th of August. So I thought I'd start by telling you what I'm picking up first. So I'm going to start with Love in Colour by Bolu Babalola. This is a collection of short stories and is the group read for the readathon. So I've started this, I've read the first short story in here. I'm not the greatest fan of short stories. I'm giving it a go because I've heard so many good things and the cover's so pretty and it's the group read. So we'll see how we go. The first one was good. I love the writing style, love it, but I just want more than a 20-page story. I mean, I quite often find 300-page books not enough. So we'll see how I go, but I'm probably going to dip in and out, read one or two of these a day and see how we go. But yeah, I did enjoy the first one, and we'll see what happens from there. So to supplement my short stories, I've picked up on my Kindle Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Bazterrica. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. So I have picked that one up for the Read a Woman in Translation prompt. If anyone has watched my TBR video, apologies, I did mention a book before the coffee goes cold, which is actually written by a man. So though I do still want to read it, and it is still a book in translation, it's not written by a woman in translation, so it doesn't fit the prompt. So I've picked up Tender is the Flesh. The author is Argentinian, so it's translated from Spanish by Sarah Moss. So translator is also a woman, double points for me, ding, ding, ding. So broadly speaking, the premise of that one is that it's a dystopian world where they're no longer able to eat animals for meat because of a virus, and so they eat humans. And it follows a man who works in an abattoir, a human abattoir. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Quite different from my normal reading, but I did fancy something a bit dark, I suppose. So we're going with that to balance out, you know, all the love vibes from this. We'll have a bit of eating human flesh. Balanced. So I will let you know how I get on with that. I'm just about to start work for the day, so I really need to turn my computer on. It's on. And yeah, I will update you when I get a bit further through either of those books. Okay, see you soon. Hello, I have just got out of the shower. It's Saturday morning, and I'm going to give you a quick reading update before I go and do the food shopping, because isn't that a fun Saturday morning job? So, Love in Colour, I have, we've got a little interloper. I have finished the first 3 of these stories. And I am enjoying the writing. I'm enjoying the writing style. Unfortunately, the short story thing just still isn't working for me. I just start to get into a story and then it finishes, and then I have to get into another one, and then it finishes, and it's just not my jam really. I enjoy 600+ page fantasy novels, so 30 pages, 20 pages just isn't enough for me to feel really invested. On my Kindle, I'm reading Tender is the Flesh. I'm about 30% into that now. It's very good, but stomach churning, I think, would be a good description. I literally couldn't finish my bacon sandwich for lunch yesterday because I was reading Tender as the Flesh and felt mildly sick. So yeah, that's really good. So far it's just sort of introduce you to the world where obviously humans are bred for other humans to eat, and you follow the perspective of the sort of assistant manager of the abattoir, I suppose. In a minute. Mum life, 1 second. Thomas needs to go back on, so I will just decamp to the kitchen. Thomas had to go on, but now he follows me to the kitchen. So yes, so it follows Marcos, who is the assistant manager of the abattoir, and he clearly doesn't really like much what he's doing, but does it anyway. And I think there are going to be some motivations for that coming to do with his dad, who's in a nursing home. We know that he has a wife, but she is currently not living with him. So yeah, so there's a few little strands to unravel. Obviously it's a very short book. It's only, I think it's 160 pages, 200 pages, something like that. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see where the story will go and how it will arc round and finish. So, as you can see, I am in demand. So I'll leave it there and I'll update you, hopefully, when he's asleep tomorrow. Okay, bye. Are you going to decorate your cookie? Or just eat the decorations? How's it going, Sam?
I'm just messing around with the ice.
Hello, it is Sunday morning now, and I thought me and Rudy and Charlie, thank you Charlie, 20p, oh and a 2p, thank you, excellent, thanks, thought we would come and give you a reading update. So, Love in Colour, I have now finished the first 4 short stories in here. I don't really have a lot more thoughts to what I told you before. One thing I possibly would say is that I don't read a lot of romance, and public displays of affection and talking about everlasting love and those sorts of things make me vomit in my mouth a little bit. So it's a bit, for me, it's too lovey-dovey, some of this stuff. Love conquers all and all those kinds of cliches just aren't really my jam. But I'm still very much enjoying the writing style, so I will continue and see where we get to. On my Kindle, I am now about 60% into Tender as the Flesh. I've just started part 2 and shit's going down. Something has just happened that made me go, ah! In a book full of horrificness. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it, considering it's not my usual thing, really. It's really good. It's really gripping. It keeps you engaged. Obviously there's all the horror of this dystopian world that's been described in a lot of detail and has been really interesting, but now we're getting, I suppose, to the plot and the story arc that's going to take us through. So yeah, really enjoying that, hoping to finish that today or tomorrow, and give you my wrapped up thoughts at that point. So that is it for now. Apologies if you could hear my little gruntosaur in the background. At least this one's behaving today. So yeah, I will see you in the next clip. Thanks guys. Hello. Sorry, get comfortable. Hello. I've got quite a lot to update you on today. So it's Monday. I am on my lunch break from work. So I've just come into the bedroom to film a quick clip before I go get myself a sarnie. And I finished Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Bazterrica yesterday. And holy crap, it was so good. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend it to anyone who's got a reasonably strong stomach. There were parts in it that did make me feel quite queasy, but it was a really interesting look at human nature and what happens when things are legalised and how people react to that. So obviously in this case, eating human meat and how people treat other people and the dehumanisation of certain types of people. So there were so many layers in this for a really short book. I think it was like 160 pages. It covered a breadth of different topics, and I didn't see the twist coming at the end. And it just, the last page just made me go, what? So, yeah, absolutely highly recommend it. But as I say, if you are at all squeamish, possibly not the best one for you, but I absolutely loved it. Gave it 5 stars. Love in Colour. So I've read another couple of these now. My thoughts haven't really changed. I still am not a massive fan of short stories, still not a fan of romance, still struggling to care enough to pick up the next one. I am going to continue, but it's they're fine. They're fine, but you just start to get into a story and then it finishes and then you're somewhere else with different characters, and yeah, it is what it is. So I've also picked up Transcendent Kingdom by Yessi. Sorry, I've taken the cover off because it would get ruined. So yeah, I've started this. I've only read a little bit, so where am I? I am 15 pages in. So we've started off, I met the main character, Gifty, and the setup is that she is a student at Stanford studying some sort of science. I don't think it's actually specified yet, but possibly biology based. And she gets a call from the pastor at home to say that her mother's not doing very well and she needs to come and live with her for a bit. We're not entirely sure what's caused it, but it looks like a breakdown or some sort of mental health issue that her mother's experiencing. And then we're starting to flip back and forward across timelines to when Gifty was younger. And in her past, she's lost both her father and her brother. So we find that off right off the bat. Like I said, I'm 15 pages in, and that's what I know. So I expect we'll go back and find out what happened with both her father and her brother. That means that basically there's just her and her mum, and obviously her mum's not doing too good. So yeah, so far so good. Difficult to really review at 15 pages. And if anyone is curious, I am in fact using a Space Jam card from a Happy Meal as my bookmark because that's how cool I am. But yeah, when I have more to update you on, I will be trying to push on with a bit more Transcendent Kingdom today. I think I'm probably done with this for the day. I've read one today and I don't think I can do another one. So that's where we're at, and yeah, catch up with you again soon. Okay, bye. Hello. It is, what day is it? it's Wednesday today. I have just about finished work for the day. I realised I hadn't updated you yesterday at all. So I will do that now. And I've just realised that I'm leaving you on the books that I need to update you on. So, updates. Love in Colour. I have read a few more of these. I am just about to start Thisbe. Sorry, I've cut my own head off. So yeah, short stories. Definitely not my jam. There have been a couple of... This is literally summing up my life, this clip. There have been a couple in here that I have quite enjoyed. Nefertiti was good, which had a sort of Godfather, female gangster type vibe to it, which I quite liked. And Sia I quite liked, which was sort of Amazon Warrior Queen style. So those two I thought were really good. Some of the other ones about more contemporary love stories, I felt myself getting to the end of them and rolling my eyes, because it was like, oh yeah, okay, so love at first sight again, or oh yeah, fell in love with the perfect man again. It's yeah, God, I sound like a grumpy bitch, but that's my thoughts on that. I am also a bit further through Transcendent Kingdom, so I am 72 pages into this now. Enjoying it. It's very different to Homegoing. I feel like it could be written by a different author. It just feels completely different. I'm really enjoying the sciencey bits because I am a scientist by trade, I suppose. So I quite like reading about neuroscience and stuff like that because, you know, geek. There is quite a lot of religious stuff in here, as you would expect from the synopsis, but I'm not really gelling with it. I'm also finding some of the time leaps a little bit challenging because it's effectively set in modern, in current day, and then it flits back to parts of Gifty's past, but not in a chronological way. So you might go back to when she was 4, and then you go back to when she was 11, and then you go back to when she was like 8. Or and I'm struggling to put the timeline together of like what order the things happens in a little bit. So yeah, we'll see. But I am enjoying it. I've just said loads of negatives, but I am enjoying it. I'm just it's not hooked me in yet, I would say. So we shall see. But yeah, that's how I'm getting on with that. Sorry. The kids are at my mum's tonight. Ching, ching, ching. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to order pizza and veg out in my pants with the husband tonight. I think that's the best way forward. My dog has got hold of one of my son's teddies. Rudy. So I better go sort that out, put that teddy back in the wash for the 7 millionth time, and yeah, do some washing and some hoovering and stuff before I collapse in a heap on the floor. Yeah, feel a bit broken today, but full night's sleep and, you know, not having to sort out 2 kids in the morning should sort me right out for at least another 2 days. All right, bye. Just been to give blood, read a few chapters of my book and heading home. So this just arrived in the post, so I thought, what better opportunity than this to show you my Shelterbox book club arrival. So Shelterbox Book Club is a book club that sends you a book every month, and it's usually from a minority author, and they, with the money that you pay for your subscription, they support charities in various different areas, sometimes local to the author that the book was written by. So I just thought I'd use this opportunity to show you. They've got some gubbins in here that probably explains it a lot better than what I just did. So I'm just going to open this up and show you this month's book. Actually, I think it's 6 weekly, but it's really reasonably priced. I highly recommend it. I'll link all Shelterbox's information below. You don't get any gubbins with it. It doesn't come with any like treats or whatever. It is just a book, and then all the remaining money from your subscription goes to a charity. So I don't need gubbins, I just want books. So yeah, so without any further ado, this is this month's book, Flesh and Bone and Water by Louisa Salmer. And I mean, how beautiful is that cover? It's stunning. So this book, I'll just read you a little bit of the back. Andre Cabral's life begins to unravel with the arrival of a single letter from home. A husband, father and doctor living in London, he believes his childhood and early life in Brazil have been left far behind. But this letter and those that follow bring it all vividly back. Parties in elegant Rio apartments, lazy afternoons on Ipanema Beach, and his secret infatuation with the family's maid, Luana. Ooh. So yeah, it sounds really good. And I mean, how beautiful. So yeah, keen to give that one a go. Published by Penguin. And yeah, relatively short actually. 230 pages. So would like to try and get to that one so I can get to the Shelterbox Book Club chat that they do at the end of the month. So as I said, they don't give you loads of gubbins with it. So they literally just, this month we've just got this, which tells you a little bit about the author. So Louisa Salmer is from Rio de Janeiro. This is her debut novel. It says Rio, the Amazon and the whole of Brazil are brought vividly to life. So I don't read a huge amount of fiction based in Brazil, but it's absolutely a country that I'm interested in. I actually highlighted this one as one that I might read for book hibernation because it's in Brazil and I'd like to go there. So then we've got a story of resilience in Honduras. So basically some of the money from this month's subscription has gone to families in Honduras following the 2020 storms, hurricanes Eta and Iota. Last month we finished our response to Eta and Iota in Honduras by asking about the impact of our aid. Of the people surveyed, 99% said they were able to address other issues their families had, such as schooling, employment and health, because of the shelter materials they received from us. So, yeah, the week of the debate is the 20th to the 26th of September. And yeah, each month you get to vote for a book. So they send you an email and they give you 3 options, and all the subscribers then vote and the winner is picked. And obviously this month it was Flesh and Bone and Water. So if I do manage to get to this one this week, then you'll know my thoughts on it. If not, I am hoping to get to it relatively soon. Just seeing if it's translated, but I don't think it is. No. Okay, so yeah, that is the update for now. Cheers guys, bye. Just on our way to the little village fair to see if we can pick up some plastic tat that's going to sit in the 5 years. Exciting! Hello, it is Saturday today. Apologies for not updating you for a couple of days. Life. But I have finished Loving Colour by Bolu Babalola. I gave it 3 stars. Really, what I've been saying all week still stands. Short stories not really my jam. Romance not really my jam. So the stories that had something above and beyond the romance element I enjoyed. Particularly the 2 I mentioned in a previous clip, but otherwise it was a bit meh really for me. Still love the cover though. But yeah, 3 stars, it was fine. And then Transcendent Kingdom, I am a bit further through. I am 118 pages into this, so about halfway. And to be honest, my thoughts haven't really changed on this either. I'm still not hooked into it. It's not calling me to pick it up. I quite like Gifty's character, and I think really it's more about her relationship with her mother and her relationship with religion than anything else, which is fine. It's readable, but it's not setting my world on fire at the moment, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see what the second half has to bring, but that is my update for today. And as you can probably see, I've been out in a sweaty pub garden, so I'm going to jump in the shower. And yeah, I shall see you again soon. Hello, it is Sunday night, which sucks because it means work tomorrow. But it also means it's the last day of summer book hibernation. So I'm just going to round it off now because I don't think, even though I did try today, I don't think I'm going to finish this tonight. I am 180 pages in, which means I've got about 70 pages left. And, mate, I'm tired. But I am, this is picking up. I would say I'm pretty hooked now. It's gone into quite a lot more detail on Gifty's brother, Nana, and what happened there and the effect of that on Gifty and her mother, both at the time, and how that has sort of echoed through into the present, which is really interesting. Certainly learned a lot more about Gifty as a person. I feel like I can I understand her motivations a bit more now, from sort of going through those chapters. So this is certainly leaning more towards a 4-star read than a 3-star read now. But as I said, I've still got about 70 pages left, so we'll see what happens. And obviously, if you want to see my full thoughts on Transcendent Kingdom, then you will just have to see my wrap-up at the beginning of September. So yeah, that's where I am with that. I did also pick up Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, which was the book that I chose for my short book that you think you're going to love. I'm about 10-ish% into that. I'm reading that on my Kindle, so I don't have it to show you. And yeah, a bit too early to tell yet, but it follows the main character, whose name currently escapes me, but he is effectively the leader of 7 villages, so like a small community in Africa, and he has just taken in a young boy from another village, and I believe this is sort of where the story kicks off. And something happens with that young boy that causes his downfall, potentially. Might be completely making that up, but that's sort of like the gist of it, I think. But yeah, it follows this main character who's strong and fierce and aggressive, and yeah, we shall see where it goes. But like I say, I'm just too early in really to even give you a decent premise of the book, but that was my attempt. So yeah, so for the week I did only finish 2 books for the hibernation, which was the Loving Colour and Tender as the Flesh. So a bit of a mix there, a 3-star and a 5-star. I did attempt to finish a 3rd, but didn't quite get to it. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed watching this vlog. I am going to be doing another one next week for join the Six Readathon. So I should also link the details for that below, the announcement videos. And yeah, I shall see you for that vlog after it's finished. Yeah. Oh God, it's not good when it's Sunday night and your brain's breaking. You gotta go back to work tomorrow. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Right, well, without any further ado, I'm going to let you all get on with your lives. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.